This training material is the property of Accessible Tech Planet. Use of this material is restricted and permission must be sought before use. Do not sell or reproduce in any format without the permission of Accessible Tech Planet. Lesson 26.
The adjustments of JAWS. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whichever time you are. Today we want to learn how you can adjust your screen reader. If you like, call it JAWS adjustments. First, what is the meaning of JAWS? Many don't even know that JAWS is an acronym. Each letter of that word JAWS represents something. J represents job. A is for assisted. W is for with. Then letter S is for speech. Job assisted with speech. Whatever you are doing on your computer, you need speech assistance as a visually impaired person. Hence, the reason you need JAWS. So today we are learning how you can make some adjustments in your JAWS. Talk of reducing the speed, whether it is too fast, increasing it, whether it is too slow, changing the voices, just exploring the voices that you have in JAWS, and others. So we have JAWS here.
JAWS Professional.
So this is JAWS, and that's what we have been using as our screen reader. Now the first thing I want you to know is adjusting the rates at a fly. When I mean at a fly, it means you don't have to go through the settings. No, you can just hold down some keys and adjust the rates. When I mean rate, I'm talking about the speed at which JAWS speaks. So if you are using JAWS 10 and above, if you press your Alt key, Control key, and page up, then page down, you can make some adjustments when it comes to increasing or decreasing the speed of your JAWS. Alright, there are two types of on-the-go adjustments. We have the temporary one and the permanent one. Now let's say you are reading and you just feel that okay, you need JAWS to be slower. Ordinarily that's not the speed you use, but you need it to be slower. Maybe you want to spell something, you can do the temporary one. Once you close that page, JAWS returns back to what it was before. We're going to practice both, but the first one we want to practice is the permanent one that will affect everything you are doing on the PC. And the key shortcut for that is Alt plus Windows, you hold it together, and Control, the three keys. Then you press your page up to increase.
Faster.
You're getting faster.
Faster, 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 faster.
You see, it's fast now. So if I press the Windows key to read something,
Search. List number. Access to
there's nothing I want to do on this computer. This speed would remain. Alright, that's the way it will be. Now to reduce the speed permanently, I will down Control plus Alt plus Windows again, then start pressing page down.
Slower.
Okay, so it's at a very slow pace. Now we can even go slower than the way it is if we want. All right, so that's how to permanently adjust the speed rate of your JAWS at a fly. Now let's talk about the temporary one. I'll go to a document.
Task switching. Documents. JAWS proof. The mystical god of the right hand. PDF Word.
Good.
Didn't dare. Her black head wrap was perched on her head. All sharp starched angles. Anti-gozy his.
Now let's say this is the speed on this PC before now, and I, as a professional, I want to use this computer to read, but I don't want to adjust the speed permanently so that the person that is using this computer will not come back there and see something strange. You know, this is the speed the person prefers, but I don't like it, and I want to read this document using this laptop. So I can do a temporary increase or decrease if you like. But what I want to do here is a temporary increase. Now, I'm going to exclude the Windows key. Then hold down Ctrl plus Alt. Then use the up arrow, use the page up to increase. And if I want to decrease, I can as well use the page down. Respectively, let me use the page up to increase.
Faster. Faster.
Okay, so I'm going to read this document.
Place instead. He sat beside her. His relatives all around him. He wanted to hold his mother's hand, but he didn't dare. Her black head wrap was perched on her head. All sharp starched angles. Mother's sister had helped her put it on. If it weren't for Auntie Gozy, his mother would have stayed in bed sobbing.
But immediately I close this document or navigate out of it in any way, JAWS will return back to the previous rates it was before. Let's try.
Alt F4. Microsoft Word. Save button to activate. Press it. Don't save button. Space. JAWS version 2021.2107.12 ILM. JAWS Professional.
You can see it has gone back to the previous rate.
Documents. To move to an item, press the arrow keys. Items view multi-select.
So that done, you can also make some adjustments in JAWS by going into the JAWS menu. So let's press Alt plus Tab until
JAWS
you hear
Professional.
JAWS. Good. So I'm going to press my Alt key
Menu
here.
bar. Options. To navigate, press left or right arrow. O.
And once you do that, you can press the right arrow to cycle through the menu. If you want to go back, you can press the left arrow. So I would press the right arrow.
Utilities. U.
We have utilities here. If you want to know what is under utility, you start pressing your down arrow.
Language. L.
Language. So if I want to change the language now, I want to check what is under language, I can press my down arrow here.
Menu. Language menu. JAWS language unavailable. Voice profiles. JAWS language unavailable. Submenu. J.
So we have JAWS language, then we also have
Voice profiles. Submenu. V.
voice profile. So if I want to change the voice profile here according to
Enter. Default submenu. For
languages,
JAWS with no speed. Create new default submenu. D.
so I
Escape.
can
Voice
come here.
profiles. Submenu. V.
Now let's go out of
Escape.
language.
Menu bar. Help. H. System.
We have
J.
help, we have
Help. H.
system,
Options. O.
option. So if I scroll down of this option,
Menu. Options menu. Basics. To move
You have
through
the
items,
basic
press
dot
up or
dot dot.
down arrow. B.
if I go again,
Voices submenu. V.
we have voices. Let's go again.
Braille. L.
Braille, that's if you want to adjust the Braille input.
Manage application settings.
Manage application settings, that's if you want to go to the settings center. That is quite advanced. We won't go to that in this training.
Remote desktop.
Remote desktop, that's how you can use JAWS to remotely control another computer. That's not part of this training. We won't go there.
Exit Alt plus F4.
Exit, that's if you want to exit JAWS, but we're not going to do that right now.
Basics. B.
So basic ... If we press the space bar here, let's look at the options that we have. Oh, sorry, let's use the enter key instead of the space bar.
Enter. Leaving menus. Basic settings dialog. Tutor messages. Announce menu and control help radio button checked.
Here you can change some settings in JAWS, but please, you need to know what you are doing before you change anything here. But let me show you what we can quickly change as a beginner.
Access key. Speak all radio button checked. 2 of 4. To change the selection, press upward.
Access key, that's you want your JAWS to speak particular keys or not. You can change it from here. It's on all. If I scroll down,
access key speak menus only radio button
we
checked.
have menus only,
Access key speak dialogues only radio button checked.
dialogue
4
only.
to automatically start JAWS but
So let's go back to all.
Access key speak all radio button checked.
Now
2
let's
4.
press tab to go to another one again.
Automatically start JAWS button.
Good. This is where you can control whether your JAWS starts automatically or not. Let's go there.
Start JAWS options dialog. Start JAWS at the logon screen checkbox checked. A clear checkmark. Press spacebar. Alt plus J.
Like I have this place checked, it simply means that JAWS will start for me at the logon screen. Now what that means is, if you're using a password on your computer, if you boot your computer like we practice, you would have your computer asking you to type password. So if you type that password, of course you'll be able to log in. But without JAWS, how can you then go ahead to type the password? That's the logon screen. So if you check this place, JAWS will start at that particular area where you'll be required to type your password.
Start JAWS after logon for all users checkbox checked. A clear checkmark. Press spacebar.
Good. So this is where you determine whether JAWS should start automatically for all users, because on your PC it is possible for you to create different users' accounts and determine what will be available on each account. So if you check it, each user account on this PC would have access to JAWS. But if you uncheck, it will only be it will only be running at auto start with the admin's account. That's the owner's account. So let's go with tab key again.
Start JAWS after logon for this user. Combo box. Always 1 of 3. To change the selection, use the.
Good. Start JAWS after log on for this user. Okay, this is where you can control how you want JAWS to start for you as an admin. Now if I scroll down,
Never 2 of 3.
we have never. It will never start.
Using the all user setting. 3
Using
of
the
3.
all user settings. So
Never
let's go to
always.
always.
1 of 3.
So it should always be on always, like it will be there by default.
OK button to activate.
So
press space.
whatever
bar.
you have done, whatever adjustment you have made here, you have to press the spacebar on OK button to effect it. So I'll do that now.
Basic settings dialog. Automatically start JAWS button to activate.
Now let's
press space
go
bar.
again by
Alt
pressing
plus
tab.
J. Prompt to confirm when exiting JAWS checkbox checked. A clear checkmark. Press space bar. Alt.
Good. If you uncheck this place, anytime you shut down JAWS, you will not get a warning that will ask you, are you sure you want to quit JAWS? So that's what this one works for. That's what it works.
Automatic notification of updates checkbox checked.
Good. If you want your JAWS to notify you of notification for updates, this is where you check. But if you don't want it, you just uncheck it.
Run JAWS from system tray checkbox not.
Run JAWS from system tray. If you check it, your JAWS will be hidden from the main window. You have to go to system tray before you can access JAWS.
Show virtual viewer on screen checkbox checked.
Show virtual viewer on screen. Yeah, it is compulsory to have this checked because this is what controls the way JAWS moves and read what is on your screen. So it is checked by default. Please do not uncheck.
Use keyboard layout combo box laptop.
Good. JAWS has different keyboard layouts. We have desktop layout, we have laptop layout. This is where you can choose the one you want. I use laptop layout.
Desktop
We
1
have
of 3.
desktop,
Laptop
we have
2
laptop,
of 3. Kinesis
we
3
have
of 3.
Kinesis. So I'm cycling through all that with my arrow key, up and down arrow. So I'll go to laptop.
2
Yeah,
of 3.
that's what I want. So I'll press that
Windows
again.
system parameters button to activate. Press space.
Please don't go here. This is advanced and it's not part of your training.
OK button to activate. Press space bar.
Whatever adjustment I have made, generally I have to press spacebar on OK here to make sure that the adjustment will become something functioning. space.
JAWS Professional.
So that's done. We're back to JAWS, but we're still going back there. I'm going to press my Alt key again.
Menu bar options to navigate. Press left.
I'll scroll down once.
Menu options menu basics dot dot dot.
I'll go again.
Voices sub menu V.
Voices submenu. I'm going to press enter here. This is where you can adjust voices.
Enter voice adjustment dot 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 V.
So we have voice adjustment here. That's the first thing. If I scroll,
Select the voice profile dot dot dot.
this is where you can select voice profile.
Add/remove voices dot dot dot.
This is where you can add or remove voices.
Voice adjustment dot dot dot.
So let's go to voice adjustment. Press enter.
Enter. Leaving menus. Voice adjustment dialog. Profile name. Combo box. Eloquence 1 of 6. To change the selection, use the arrow keys. Alt.
Now, once you press enter on voice adjustment, then you'll be landed in a place where you are going to choose the voice you want to adjust. Is it from Eloquence, or if I scroll down, let's see other voices that I have here.
Microsoft Mobile dash left paren factory right paren.
That's Microsoft voices. That's the voices that came pre-installed on this PC by Microsoft. If I go again,
Real Speak Solo Direct Dash left parent factory right parent 3 of 6.
that's Real Speak Solo Direct from Freedom Scientific that I've installed by myself. Let's see if we have.
SAPI 5X dash left parent factory right parent.
We have SAPI 5. Now that's a factory voice.
SAPI 5x64 dash left paren factory right paren.
That's another SAPI 5 voices from Microsoft.
Vocalizer Expressive 6 of 6.
So we have Vocalizer Expressive. That's the one I installed by myself from Freedom Scientific. You can also do the same thing, but that's not part of this topic. We'll see how we can get to learn that later. You can even learn it on your own. It's very simple. So I'll go back to Eloquence.
Eloquence 1 of 6.
Good. So I would press tab.
Delete profile button to activate. Press spacebar.
We have delete profile. If you press spacebar here, you would delete this profile. So warning, don't do that.
Enable additional voice profiles for installed Vocalizer Expressive 2 voices checkbox checked. To
Let's
clear
keep
check.
going.
Synthesizer language combo box. Match JAWS UI language primary 1 of 11. To change the
So this is where you can change languages.
English United States, English United Spanish
I'm
dash Spain,
scrolling.
Spanish dash French France, French dash German dash Italian dash Portuguese dash Finnish dash Finland.
You see the languages. So but by default, I'm gonna put it on.
Match JAWS UI language
Yeah, match JAWS UI languages. So I'll press that here.
Speak sample button to activate.
Speak
Press
sample.
space.
If you want to hear the sample of how everything would sound, you just press space bar. Let's
Space.
see.
This is a sample of the currently selected voice using the current voice settings.
Good. So if you change the language
Synthesizer
to, let's see,
Spanish
this is
Mexico.
Spanish.
Set language as primary button to activate. Press
So
space
you have
bar.
to set language as primary. If you press tab once, that's what you will hear.
Speak sample button to
Let's hear the sample.
Space. Esto es una prueba con la voz y las opciones de configuración seleccionadas.
Let's say it again.
Space. Esto es una prueba con la voz y las opciones de configuración seleccionadas.
So that's the new language. But let me change it back.
Synthesizer language colon English match JAWS UI language primary.
Yeah. So it will match the primary voice. So
Speak
let's
sample
go here.
voice adjust combo box all contexts.
Good. Voice adjusts. Yeah. In JAWS, you can adjust your voice by different settings. We have the PC cursor voice, we have the keyboard voice, we have the JAWS cursor voice. We have so many. Let's scroll down and see
PC
them.
cursor voice.
This is all context.
1 of 5.
All context will adjust everything. You will use one voice for everything. If I scroll down,
PC cursor voice. 2
PC
of 5.
cursor. If you adjust anything here, it will only affect the PC cursor voice.
JAWS cursor voice. 3
JAWS
of 5.
cursor. If you adjust anything here, it will only affect the JAWS cursor.
Keyboard voice 4 of
Keyboard
5.
voice. If you adjust anything here, it will only affect the keyboard. It's only when you are typing where you are going to notice that adjustment.
Tutor and message voice 5
Tutor
of 5.
and message voice. That's the last one. So I'll go to all context. All context.
Piece all contexts 1 of 5.
All context. So we are there now. Let's
Voice person combo box read.
voice person. Voice person. Yeah, the person that's going to be speaking. The first one we have is read. That's the current one we are using. If I scroll down,
Shelly, 2 of 8.
we have Shelly,
Bobby, 3 of 8.
we have Bobby,
Rocco 4 of 8.
we have Rocco,
Glenn 5 of 8.
we have Glenn,
Sandy, 6 of 8.
we have Sandy,
Grandma, 7 of 8.
we have Grandma,
Grandpa, 8 of 8.
then we have Grandpa. So I'm gonna go back to read.
Read 1 of 8.
So I'm on read right now because I don't want to change it. So let's
Voice rate
check out nothing.
49. Left
Yeah.
right slider 8%.
So this is where you can change the rate, voice rate. You can use the up arrow to take it up,
10%.
then down arrow to take it down.
9%. 8%.
Good. So I'm going to leave it at 8 because that's the current one we're using.
Voice punctuation combo box sum 2 of 4.
Good. Here you can determine how your JAWS speaks punctuation. We have
None 1
none.
of 4.
That's the first one. I'm using my up arrow now. So let's go to down arrow.
Sum 2
We
of
have
4.
some.
Most 3
Most.
of 4. All 4
All.
of 4.
But I always like to put it on some.
Most sum none. Sum 2 of
Yeah,
4.
that's it. So if I press my tab key again,
Voice volume 100. Left right slider 100%.
that's the volume of the voice. You can increase or decrease it using your arrow.
Voice spell rate change percent edit -20. Type in
Let's
text.
do here.
Voice uppercase pitch change percent edit 20.
Now this is where you determine your uppercase speech change. Like if you are typing in capital letter, like you see that the voice changes. So if I decrease it, I can adjust it the way I want.
AAA OK button to activate.
So
press
whatever arrangement you make, you have to press OK button here to, make sure that that arrangement would work for you. But I'm going to do something tricky so that you see something I want
voice
to do here.
voice punctuation
I'm gonna
voice
change
rate
the
voice
keyboard
person
voice.
voice adjust speak sam voice adjust piece JAWS keyboard voice 4
Good.
of 5.
And
Voice
choose
person
Shelly, Bobby,
Rocco Glenn
Sandy, Grandma,
Glenn Rocco
Bobby, Shelly,
read
Shelly.
2 of 8.
good. I'm going to choose Shelly for my keyboard.
Voice rate 49. Left right slider 8%.
To increase or decrease.
Voice punctuation combo box. Voice pitch. Voice OK button.
To activate.
Let me press
Space.
OK.
JAWS dialog. Enter an integer. OK button.
To activate, press space.
Space.
Voice adjustment dialog. OK button. Space.
Voice adjustment dialog. OK button. Save as ... Apply but space.
Press
JAWS
apply.
dialog. Enter an integer. OK button. Space. Voice delete profile. Enable. Sync. Speak. Voice. OK. Save. Cancel. Profile. Delete profile. Enable it. Escape.
JAWS
So let's see.
professional.
Escape.
You see, as I'm pressing the keys, it's another thing that is talking.
Escape.
All right. If I'm typing, but let me scroll down.
JAWS version 2020.
That's another voice.
New
You can notice the
notification.
difference now. It's only when I'm pressing the keyboard,
Escape.
yeah, that I'm going to have that voice. So let me change it back.
Menu bar. Up. Voices sub.
Enter.
Voice adjustment. ...
Enter.
Leaving menus. Voice adjustment dialog. Profile name. Combo box. Eloquence. Delete. Synthesizer. Speak sample. Voice adjust. Combo box. All. PC. All cont. Voice. Voice punctuation. Voice. Voice rate. 40. Voice adjust. Combo box. All voice rate. Voice punctuate. Voice volume. What? Voice spell rate change per voice uppercase. Voice adjust. Combo box.
let me
PC
go to
cursor voice. Two JAWS.
keyboard.
Keyboard voice.
4 of
Good.
5.
So I'll change it back to
Voice person.
read.
Show.
Read. Voice.
Then
Volume.
tap to
100.
apply.
Okay. Save. Apply. But space.
Then I'll tap to OK button.
Speak. Voice. Okay button. To act.
I'll press the space bar to activate.
Space. JAWS Professional.
And let me type now.
LKEN.
So you can see it has been changed. That's all about how you can adjust voices. You can do some other things, you know, with the just concluded topic, you know, talking about JAWS. But all of this, we'll see how it is possible for us to do something on it. If it is not, you have to learn that in another training entirely. As far as this topic is concerned, this is what I'm supposed to cover. And if we really want to go into the advanced way, like removing voices from JAWS, adding more voices, we need to, you know, be more advanced in the training. Until the next lesson, take care of yourself and be good.